Hi Zara, you had an amazing year. You released new music, you worked with BTS and Fedez, and now you're touring with Ed Sheeran. What has been the greatest experience for you until now?
Oh wow. I think this tour, honestly. I did my first American headlining tour earlier this year, and now I'm on tour with Ed. And yeah, like you said, I've released some really cool collabs, and then my album's coming up. So I'm having a fantastic year so far. But I think the touring is, where my heart really is at. I love to perform and be on stage, so I'm having an amazing time.
Do you remember your first meeting with Ed?
Yeah, it was in the studio, and we wrote a song. It was so cool. I was obviously a little bit nervous because, he's one of the biggest artists in the world, but he just exceeded every expectations of how nice he was and how, easy it was to work with him. And he's just a really great guy, and I appreciate that so much because these days some people are not that nice. But he's just a decent guy. He's just a good guy that you want to hang out with, have a beer.
I should ask him for a beer later.
Good. He would probably say yes.
Tell me three things that you always check before you get on stage, because in a few hours you'll be there.
I will. I check not much, honestly. That I have my clothes on, that I have my mic, and that I probably have my mic pack. But the thing is, like, I have people helping me with my mic and my mic pack. So if not that, then it's only the clothes. It would be weird if I went up on stage naked. But I don't really I never warm up. I know it's bad. You should, but I never do. And we don't have like a ritual. We have a little a chant before we go up on stage that me and the band do. But I'm super chill, honestly. I just kind of, all right, stage time. If my face is ready, if my hair is ready, then I am ready.
I thought you would say the, I don't know, lipstick on the teeth. This might be a problem for girls.
I actually don't really wear lipstick because I lick my lips so much. Sometimes I wear like a little lip balm. And also, it can't be smudgy because then the hair gets stuck in it. So maybe a little lip liner. But that's about it. Yeah.
I know you're a feminist and you always talk about your opinions on Instagram, Twitter. What do you think needs to change to see women getting the recognition they deserve across the music industry, especially topping the festival bills, because we always see male headliners?
True. I mean, these past years, I feel like I've seen a little change, which is super exciting because you're right. Like, you see the headliners, they're always, in most cases, have been men. And I have actually never really seen a festival where all the headlines have been women. And if they were, people would be like, what? Because they would think that's strange. Like, oh my, women are just taking over. But that's just how we're used to see men being at festivals. And, I don't know. There's so many things that you can try to change. Like, for example, when I write my songs, I always want it to be at least one girl in the studio. Also for her to get an opportunity as well to maybe write a really good song together with other people and like myself included. But I always try to work with girls. I always want as many girls as possible when I surround myself. Like, doesn't matter if it's I wanted my tour manager to be a girl. I really want my whole band to be girls. But I work with them not for so long that I love them and I feel really bad for firing them because they're men. But I think just giving opportunities to women whenever you can is really important. And, there's a lot of super talented women on stage or writing songs, but there's not that many women making the big decisions, like the big bank decisions, CEOs in the music industry, being president of a label, and I think that really needs to change. I know my my president, the CEO of my record company is a woman, Sylvia Rohn, but it's not common. It really isn't common, and I think that needs to change to really see a big change in the whole industry. So not just like, but we got girls, put them on stage and perform for us. I think we also need power positions, women in power positions, and then festivals have to take the responsibility in booking more women. Yeah.
Power. Tell me if you ever felt like you didn't fit in this industry.
I don't know. I felt like I kind of felt like my whole life, it's everything I wanted to do and fit in this industry. I don't really know. I'm just trying to make really good music that I love and love to sing and love to perform. And I hope people like that. And so far, it's been going pretty okay. People have been liking my music, so I do feel like I fit okay in here. Yeah.
I know music is your biggest love, but let's talk about your other love. I know your love story with Brian started in a funny and interesting way. You tweeted about him in 2015, and now you two are a wonderful couple. Do you remember your first date with him?
I do. We were in London and we went to a really fancy restaurant. And he was wearing like a tracksuit, and I was like, okay. It was nice. We didn't really click at first, and then I saw him again in a year after that, and then it was just different. But it is a fun story. I'm definitely not the only person who met my boyfriend or girlfriend online. I feel like it's a modern thing these days, but I reached out. I was a little thirsty, and it went exactly the way I wanted it to. Yeah.
That's great. You two are a wonderful couple. Tell me if you have an advice for the girls who are too shy to express their feelings, to pick up a guy and tell him.
It's scary, but the thing is, I think the worst thing you would get is a no. If you're the girl asking a guy, I mean, you can obviously like maybe have some friends in common, or because it's hard to be like just be fun and relax. Like it's hard to be funny and relaxed when you're around someone that you're interested in. But I would say to just shoot your shoot. What do you have to lose? It's very brave when people ask someone out. I think it's really brave because it takes a lot of nerves. So, and self-confidence for sure, but then you also have to be able to like, the worst thing that can happen is a no, and if that happens, that's okay. You will find love, I promise. But, what's the worst thing that can happen? It's a no. Yeah.
What's the craziest thing that you ever done and you still feel embarrassed or guilty about it?
I've done many things like that. And I'll probably like to forget it. Yeah. But yeah, I've done some things.
I have a surprise here for you. I have 2 pictures, and I would like you to tell me what's the story behind them. Well, this one, I think you are the new version of Iron Man. Now that Robbie Downey Jr. left Avengers, what's the story behind it?
The story behind it is me. I can do this. I'm sitting on an airplane, and I think this is a pretty long flight, probably to like LA or something. And when you're on a plane, your skin gets really dehydrated. So this is me wearing a face mask. It looks very futuristic, but it's so nice to have a face mask on when you travel. I pretty much always do it, and people look at me funny, but guess who's fresh by the end of the flight? That's me.
You look like a superhero in there. And another picture is you, where you look like a real vampire from your new music video.
I do. We took a lot of inspiration from drag queens, and just this whole look is so not what I usually look like. And I thought that was really, really fun because, it's like you're playing characters. So it's from my music video all the time, and I was playing 3 different girls. One that was a bit more goth, one that was very pretty with pink, and one that was more like the real me. But that was an amazing experience, and check it out all the time.
If you could rate anyone's wardrobe, whose would it be?
Rihanna's. Yes, the bad gal Riri. I am obsessed with her style. And I'm really excited for her to release her own fashion collection. I'm gonna buy everything. Yeah,
She should make a discount for you.
she should. She should give me all of it.
What's next for you this summer?
This summer, I'm gonna keep touring with Ed. By the end of the summer, I will release my album, and then we'll see.
I can't wait to listen to it on Spotify.
Really nice.
Thank you very much.
Thank